Updates from the physical therapist. He said that where my recovery stands compared to the standard is Hello everyone, welcome back to my update video. At this point, it's been about 8 to 9 weeks since the knee surgery, and here's the update that's happened so far. So overall, the way my body's been feeling has been pretty good. Just like I said in other videos, every day is a little bit better. Range of motion is getting where it needs to be compared to where the right leg is. As of now, I can get the knee way closer to me when I do my exercises. I will show a little montage of it right here to show you how things have been going. With the single legs going up and down, that's become a lot easier. While I'm doing that, I'm really focusing on really activating the quad and lifting the leg up, doing 3 of 10 still, and still trying to do at least 2 to 3 times a day. For the next exercise, heel slides, I've definitely got it past 90 degrees, which is really good. And for the last couple of days, I've been doing 3 variations of it. One will be for the first set of 10, I will just bring the leg as close as I can to myself. Then for the second rep, I'll do 5 with just me bringing my leg up. And then the other 5, I would assist myself by bringing my leg closer, as close as I can, letting go. And then for the final set, I will just do all 10, bringing the leg as close as I can to myself. And I've noticed as I do that, my range of motion has been getting better. So now I'm really focusing on getting that leg closer and closer, and not forcing it, but pushing it a little bit more so it can get used to that range of motion. Overall, in the exercise department, things have been getting better, which is good. Some changes that I've noticed from the last couple of weeks was the knee swelling has finally made a big turn, and it's a lot smaller than it was before. It's not as hot, you could say, from the swelling or irritation from the first beginnings of the weeks. So that's a big positive there. Another thing that I've noticed these last couple of weeks was walking without the brace has been pretty good. At week, I'm gonna assume 9 now, there's portions of me when I walk, it feels like normal before I got the surgery. But the knee does remind me a few times when I kind of just collapse out of nowhere or lose strength. That's still an issue that does come up, but not as bad as originally when I took the brace off. The walks have been a lot better for sure. But as I can tell in the mornings, that's kind of when it's the hardest to kind of get that mind muscle connection to the muscles around the knee. So it takes me a little bit to get up and move around, but once I get moving around, it does feel a lot better. I have noticed right now there is a slight plateau of how better it is getting day per day. So we're getting towards the final stretch where improvements or noticeable recovery is going to be more in the background per se. So I just got to be very mindful of how I'm still moving and whatnot. I am tempted to go downstairs normally, but I still have to do it, going down with the affected leg first, then the right leg, affected leg, then the right leg, and then going upstairs using my right leg up. I still have to be very meticulous on that because, I just got to be careful. Like I said in earlier videos, that you might want to push a little bit more because you're feeling better, but still got to be disciplined and being very focused on still doing everything we need to do until we get cleared by the doctor in the next few weeks, which should be June, I think 11th. I believe is the next appointment where he'll probably clear us and we can go back to doing what we need to do. And at that point, that's where I'll start doing lifting and talking to PT, because I think I have 2 or 3 weeks more of doing that and seeing if I can run or at least jog, some type of movement there. That's what we're gonna kind of figure out and see where things are date-wise. But me mentally now, this is where I just gotta keep being consistent, doing things the same as before, even though it does feel better. All in all, things are feeling better, but just because I'm feeling better doesn't mean I'm completely free to do whatever I want. I still gotta be focused, and it's still important to be responsible in the activities that I do for the knee. At this point, still gotta be patient. That's kind of the overall thing. patience, doing my exercises, and being mentally strong in the kind of the middle portion of the recovery. Updates from the physical therapist. He said that where my recovery stands compared to the standard is right on point. When he does his what I would just call knee magic, feeling around the knee and seeing how things are moving and feeling, he's saying everything is just on point, and to keep doing what I'm doing, just like I reiterated earlier, just being focused and staying consistent with what I'm doing. Things that I have added at PT were going on the bike for a few minutes, kind of warming up, and then after the bike, doing some leg stimulation, and then doing the ice compressions at the end, which have been good. I've done a couple more of the step-ups on the blue pad. That's been good, probably 2 of 15, nothing too bad. That definitely feels better than the first time I've done it before. Things are looking good. I'm glad to hear that the physical therapist is saying that my recovery is right on track. That puts me in a good mindset overall when I'm feeling a little down that I got to this point, but it's been over 2 years since I've really done anything. I think I can wait a few more weeks. One thing that I am excited for once everything is all said and done, especially at the physical therapist area, is seeing what types of exercises I'm gonna do to really challenge myself, because strength-wise, I am not sure where the quad and knee is at. From what I can tell from walking, it's still weak overall compared to where it was before, just because walking around and just kind of collapsing is a little weird, but we'll see how fast it comes back from that weakness. I know muscle memory is a thing. I'm interested to see how that turnaround is gonna be. A couple things that I do to keep myself mentally on the right track, because, you know, lots of doubts can come through your mind and feeling like you're in an endless limbo per se, is I keep reminding myself and focusing on where I'm gonna be at in a few months. The lifting, the jogging, knowing that I will be able to run again is really, really encouraging. I've been watching a lot of running YouTube from people all around the world, from Olympic runners all the way down to people who just want to break 20 in the 5K. So I've been seeing a wider range of athletic abilities and goals that they want to achieve. It gives me some good inspiration to keep continuing this. And once I get this recovery journey done, showing you guys what I can do and the types of goals that I want to reach. I know PRing in my 5K will be, it will be a stretch, but not impossible. I just got to remind myself that it's going to take a little bit of time before I get to there. And if you want to know what my PR is, it is 15:32 or 34. It was at the Hispanic 5K. I ended up registering last minute for that, so that was fun. I'll show a couple pictures of me winning that. Another thing that encourages me to continue this is documenting my journey for people that may be going through something similar as well, kind of seeing the progress. And at least with mine, it's very standard. It's going just as it needs to, no more, no less, which is good, I guess. But me personally, I would like it to be faster. But all in all, being on track and you guys seeing what's going on, it can also give you guys encouragement to make sure puts things into perspective per se. Because I have a coworker that's also going through something similar. She ended up really tearing up her knee pretty bad in multiple different areas, and she was kind of asking for recommendations, and I basically told her, she's around 30 years old, around my age, so I told her that it's better to get the surgery now than later. And the reason I told her that is, the main question I asked her is, how long do you want to compete for, and how important is competing? I told her, in my point of view, that competing is super important to me, and then I want to get back as fast as I can. And if that means going back a little bit and doing surgery, so be it. So my recommendation to her was to do it now, because to just half-ass it for the 2 years that I did was probably one of the worst experiences, not being able to go 100% at what I was doing, whether it was lifting, running, soccer. It really got into my mentality and not showing the confidence that I have. to do those things. So hopefully we'll see what she thinks, but overall, the vibe that I got was it's better to do it now than later. So another reason why I want to document and show everyone else that, especially in your 30s, I've been seeing a lot of people going through surgeries, injuries, and it's better to take care of it now than later, especially if you want to compete still in whatever endeavor you want to do. The big goal that I have for these next couple of weeks is to kind of figure out what type of running niche I want to do. I need to get into some type of shape first, so instead of doing all at once, because it's gonna be too much too fast, and I'll probably just injure myself again. I've seen a couple of things of like trail running, and I thought that would be pretty cool. I don't see too many Hispanic runners on YouTube, and I think that would be an interesting niche to do. There's a couple of what's it called? Like a running series that you can do, gather points, and at the end of the running season or series, you'll get a certain trophy or whatnot, depending on how many points you have. I've saw a couple of them here in Michigan that I might do, but first I got to get into a little bit better shape. I'm kind of seeing into the future of what type of content I want to bring, but also what type of competitiveness I want to do. Just because I also have to think about not just what I do in running time, because that's just arbitrary. Some people will have their own definition of what fast is, but one thing I do like is winning. And winning can be from breaking 14 all the way to just running a 21 flat. So a win's a win in my book. So I think having that in mind, and me running in the future is more of, I guess, placing, whether it's overall or my age group. Trail running was a good idea, or doing a little running series of different running lengths, 5K, 10K, 5-miler, 10-miler. I probably won't go any further than half marathon. I did a half marathon once, and that was in 2018. I went like hour 31. I ended up going way too fast. I ran it like I guess the best pace I can think of was like a 10K. I went way too fast. And once I got to like the 7th and 8th mile, I just gassed out, starting around like 7:30, 8 flat pace. I'm surprised the second place guy didn't catch up to me, but I'll put a result of that right here. But yeah, that's the furthest I'll do, at least for now. But trying to find the niche that I want to do for running will be kind of the big overall thing. So I'll keep researching and seeing where that will be. But yeah, I'm totally excited for competing, and I know I may be thinking a little bit ahead because you never know what happens in a few weeks. But I like to think positively that I'm going to be in a good spot, and I always liked planning ahead. So I have a lot of confidence that I'll be where I want to be. But all in all, to summarize everything, I'm on the right path, basically exactly where I need to be. That is exciting. And how would I say this? It's exciting, but it makes me anxious to get to that point. I kind of have to balance understanding the time it takes to recover and trying to rush it at the same time. So I'm excited for both things. Right now, I just gotta keep on resting, keep on going, and right now, I may not see progress as big as I did earlier in the few weeks, but just know that progress is happening. Even if in this moment it seems invisible or in the background. So thanks for everyone for tuning in. I will update you guys in a week or two to kind of give you what new PT stuff I've been doing, or if it's just been kind of the same. Thanks for tuning in, and I will catch you on the next one.